Greetings, YouTube. It is quite fitting that the first crystal opening commentary that I record of 2021 was sent with this sort of like nameplate banner before it started from good old BRT07. Happy New Year from the Summoner through my channel to everyone. Hope your new year is starting off well. So we have a combination of crystals to commentate a couple of different videos that it appears we've got at least five stars. Who knows, some 6 stars maybe. It's always important for me to know who the summoner is hunting, although there's no better way to know than by them getting one of those champions and screenshotting them, which of course implies excitement, which is exactly what you want to see. Good luck and good fortune on a crystal opening commentary. Of course, it doesn't always happen. In fact, it rarely happens. But you can hope. I still don't like these dual class crystals at all. I just am not a fan of them at all. Not even a ceiling fan. And old balls are old balls. Hey, better than a storm of disappointment. He already has him. Does he have him as a platinum star? Survey says yes. That is a second dupe. That is not going to do him that much good. But, it's a lot better than a lot of champs out there after the buff. So can't complain too much about landing on Old Man Logan. And now we have a Namor that goes over to Beast Mode. We're not talking about a good Beast Mode. I used to die to this guy an embarrassing amount of times in Alliance War because I would be an idiot and I would try to intercept him when he had a special one and his animations were so clunky. Or I would think that I had remembered when to charge in after a special and I messed it up. Oh, Nick Fury was so close. If Fuji Tak was editing memes into this, there would have been a lot of memes. Shout out to the OG memer. Okay, well, went rogue instead. Classic. MC Hammer. Can't touch this. All right. Maybe this will be a good one. You've got a ton of great champions until it stops. That reminds me of like the daily Thronebreaker crystals, where you'll have nothing but 5-star champions until it actually stops, and it'll stop on like half of the tier 4 basic. That was like Colossus, Omega Red, Nick Fury, Vegan Thor. Maybe in 2021 that guy will eat more protein. You never know. Maybe they'll buff his animation by literally making the champion more buff. All right, last dual class crystal, and it looks like it's not in the cards to get Gambit. Instead, it is Sabretooth. He is just clawing his way through a first-time Platinum Star. Well, that is certainly your best pull in terms of what you needed for your roster. But all in all, it just kind of displays the meh nature of dual-class crystals. You're going to get a lot of champs that are somewhat in the middle to upper-middle tier of the class, statistically speaking. And while that can be useful, it will most likely end up with a lot of shards that will give your champions more dupes that you might use in the arena, and that's about it. All right. But here we go. Gotta love when you open just about as many 6 stars as 5 stars. Now, if I was opening 4 6 stars and I had a question asked to me, how many champions do you think out of those 4 6 stars that I should expect to take to rank 2? I would say 1. About 25% of the time when I open 6 stars, I land on champions that I should immediately take to rank 2. Some of them are, judgment calls, and others are just absolutely not worth it. Falcon is a judgment call. Before the buff, he was absolutely not worth it. Now I know people who love him and use him and say, Prof, you really need to talk him up more. And I get that, especially with his utility. I just haven't used him enough to swear by him in ways that I have, say, Aegon and Nick Fury. I'm not saying you have to be at the Aegon Nick Fury level of the class to be taken to rank 2, but certainly I don't have the experience, to be honest about that. Now, Void is a third of the puzzle piece, right? Void is not a champion that I would take straight to rank 2 unawakened, and I don't even know if I'd take him straight to rank 2 awakened. I think I would probably need at least 86 stones into him until I started to feel comfortable. So, interesting champion to dissect in this one. Still one of the better champions to land on, but he is a work in progress. And Man-Thing is an interesting champion because, like Falcon, you all have told me that I need to put Man-Thing at the top of the tier list conversation. I still refuse to put him at the top, but I will concede that since I don't use him and that the great and much more trustworthy in terms of newer champion gameplay. Brian Grant loves Man-Thing, that should have some sway of a tier list ranking on my channel. And so I hear that. Still don't know if I take him straight to rank 2, and that is the definition of the 6-star basic. You want to get Omega Red? No, we're not going to roll over. We're just going to land on Iron Package. Now, if you take this guy straight to rank 2, you probably should have your CAT scan conducted. Why Iron Package and Groot continue to not be at the top of the list of champions for Kabam to buff, I will never know. But maybe in 2021, they're certainly on the short list that I've seen. Okay, I believe this is a Greater Gifting Crystal Nexus that he acquired, which is very rare. So maybe the Nexus will save this opening, which has been below mediocre. This has been way more of a trash than cash opening for BRT07. Sorry, bud. I just call it like I see it. This is not a crystal opening commentary that I would want to wish on anybody. But maybe this will save it. Can the Nexus save this? I mean, Symbiote Supreme is really solid. I wouldn't say that this saved it like Ghost or Corvus or Captain Sparkles would, but that is certainly better luck than he had in the 4 basics. So, I don't know. This was a weird opening. I'm just going to be blunt. If I had this on my channel, if I had this on my account, I would not feel great about it. I'd be thankful I got the Nexus at all. I mean, I certainly haven't done that on my own account. But at the same time, this is just a reminder of how bad the RNG can be for both dual class 5-star crystals and 6-star basics. So there you have it, YouTube. How would you feel about this? Am I being too critical, or do you feel like there are a lot more misses than hits like me? Comment below, let me know, and thank you again to BRT07 for the crystal opening commentary submission to start off 2021.